I'm Ariana, and today I'm telling you a story about a billionaire's daughter who decided to leave her luxury and glamorous life behind. She chose a quiet village life over the comforts and ease of city living. What drove her to make this decision? What challenges did she face, and what did she discover in this new life? Let's find out. Richard Hawkins is one of America's most powerful billionaires. His name represents success, authority, and unimaginable wealth. He lives in a mansion filled with luxury, expensive cars, private staff, and every comfort money can buy. But behind those grand walls, something important is missing. Years ago, Richard Hawkins lost his wife in a tragic car accident. Her death didn't just take a life, it took the love, warmth, and peace from the house. After that, Richard buried himself completely in business. Meetings, deals, profits, numbers. This became his entire world. And inside that mansion lived his 22-year-old daughter, Amelia Hawkins. Amelia had everything most people only dream of: elite education, designer clothes, luxury cars, and a high-class social life. Yet deep inside, she felt empty. Every night she lay awake staring at the ceiling, asking herself, "Why am I not happy, even though I have everything?" Every morning she woke up hoping the day would feel different, but it never did. College life, parties, social events, everything looked perfect from the outside, but the absence of her mother's love left a quiet ache in her heart. She felt trapped in this busy city life. One night, lost in these thoughts, her phone buzzed. It was a message from a college friend. A college trip to Norco, California. Sometimes a trip changes more than just your location. Amelia read the message and put the phone down. She completely ignored it at first and sank back into her world of thoughts. Late at night, unable to sleep, she turned her phone on again. She read her friend's message once more and decided to reply, "Okay, if Dad allows, I'll go." The next day, she called her father. "Dad, my college is organizing a trip to Norco, California. I want to go." There was a pause on the line. Then Richard's cold voice replied, "There's no need. You're not going. If you want, I can arrange something private for you, but absolutely not with the college group." Amelia felt heartbroken, but gathered her courage and said, "Dad, please, let me make my own choices sometimes. I can study in college, attend parties with friends. So what's wrong with going on this trip?" She ended the call. A few minutes later, a message arrived. "I was only worried about your safety. If you promise to take care of yourself, you can go." For the first time in days, Amelia smiled. She immediately texted her friend, "I'm coming." The next morning, Amelia sat by the bus window as the city slowly faded behind her. Tall buildings disappeared, replaced by open land and endless sky. As the bus moved forward, she felt something strange, a sense of freedom. Green fields, flowing canals, freely flying birds, every scene brought calm to her heart. When they arrived at the village, the locals welcomed them with warm smiles. Their kindness reminded Amelia of her mother. The same gentleness, the same warmth. Over the next 3 days, Amelia experienced a life she had never known. Waterfalls, simple homes, honest people, peaceful nights. No one cared who her father was. No one cared about her money. Here, she was just Amelia. For the first time in decades, she slept fully, laughed freely. The nights here felt like her mother's embrace. But every journey has an end. As the trip came to a close, Amelia's anxiety grew. She didn't want to return, but she had no choice. When she arrived back in the city, the noise felt unbearable. Crowded streets, pressure, emptiness. Everything rushed back at once. Lying on her bed, the village kept appearing in her mind. The nights, the canals, the waterfalls, the birds, the people, the genuine smiles, all of it spinning in front of her eyes. Within a week, Amelia knew one thing clearly. She couldn't live this life anymore. She sent her father a message. "Dad, I've made a decision. I don't want to live in the city anymore. I want a simple life." Her father replied, "Have you lost your mind? Are you in your senses? Well, we'll talk when I get home." And he hung up. The next day, Richard Hawkins came home. His face was filled with anger. "Have you lost your mind?" he shouted. "You're living a life people dream of, and you want to live like villagers? I invested in your education so you could build a business and make money." In anger, he slammed his laptop onto the floor and walked away. Amelia huddled in a corner, scared. But after a while, she gathered her courage and spoke again. "Dad, I don't want your money. I just want peace. I've made my decision. I'm leaving this life behind." Richard looked at her coldly. "If you leave without a single dollar of my wealth." Amelia replied, "Okay, I don't want anything. I just want to go." Richard answered, "Fine, go. From today on, our relationship is over." That night, Amelia packed her bags in silence. She had no money, no protection, and no place to go, except the village that had changed her heart. But the real journey was just beginning. In part 2, you'll see how Amelia survives without wealth, faces harsh realities, and discovers the true cost of choosing peace over privilege. Part 2 is coming soon.